Hey there, Stoic enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel, the hub where timeless wisdom meets modern life. If you're passionate about personal growth, philosophy, and living a balanced life, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into an important, yet often overlooked aspect of our lives: relationships. Whether you're navigating the unpredictable waters of love, building deeper emotional connections, or striving to maintain your own peace of mind, Stoicism holds a treasure trove of insights to guide the way. Relationships, after all, are one of life's greatest challenges and joys. How we approach them can shape our happiness, sense of purpose, and resilience. That's why in this video, we'll unpack 9 essential things smart men should not do with women, a set of principles deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. These aren't just theoretical ideas, they're practical tools you can use to foster healthier, more meaningful, and balanced relationships. For example, have you ever heard Marcus Aurelius's advice to focus only on what you can control? We'll show you how this applies to moments of conflict or misunderstandings in relationships. Or consider Epictetus' teaching that we suffer not from events, but from our judgments about them. Imagine how reframing your thoughts can transform the way you handle rejection or disagreement. If this resonates with you, and you're ready to cultivate a mindset that stands the test of time, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more Stoic wisdom tailored to modern challenges. Now, grab a cup of tea, settle into a quiet space, and join us as we embark on this insightful journey together. First, guard your past. Guarding your past is a timeless principle that aligns perfectly with the Stoic philosophy of controlling what lies within your power. In a world where oversharing has become commonplace, the ability to selectively reveal your personal history is a mark of wisdom and self-respect. Imagine your life story as a sacred scroll, something deeply personal and profound. Every trial, every triumph, every scar tells a story of growth, resilience, and transformation. But here's the catch: not everyone deserves access to the entirety of that scroll. Take Marcus Aurelius, for example. In his meditations, he emphasizes focusing on what lies within your control and not being overly concerned with others' opinions. Sharing too much of your personal history, especially the struggles or mistakes, can leave you vulnerable to judgment, misunderstanding, or even manipulation. Imagine you're on a first date or building a new friendship. If you reveal every painful detail of a past breakup or betrayal too soon, it might overshadow who you are now, a person who has grown and learned from those experiences. Instead, share selectively, focusing on the lessons learned rather than the raw details of the experience. In a professional setting, oversharing about past failures might lead to others questioning your capabilities. Instead, highlight how those challenges shaped your strengths and resilience. The Stoics believed that your inner world, your values, emotions, and personal story is your fortress. Guarding your past doesn't mean being secretive or unapproachable. It means respecting yourself enough to discern what is worth sharing and with whom. When deciding whether to share something about your past, ask yourself, will this bring value or insight to the current situation? Is this person trustworthy and deserving of this knowledge? Does sharing this reflect my growth and wisdom, or is it an emotional impulse I might regret later? Remember, your past is not just a record of events. It's a foundation for your strength and wisdom. Treat it with the care it deserves. Protecting your story doesn't make you closed off. It makes you discerning, a key trait of a truly Stoic individual. 2. Face the fear of being alone. Facing the fear of being alone is one of the most transformative steps you can take towards self-awareness and growth. As Aristotle wisely said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Solitude isn't something to be avoided. It's an opportunity to connect with your true self, free from external distractions. Let's imagine a man who chooses to stay in a relationship, not because of love or mutual respect, but out of fear of being alone. What often happens? His choices are driven by insecurity, leading to dependency, frustration, and eventually resentment. This is the antithesis of a healthy relationship. Stoic philosophy teaches us to be self-sufficient and to find contentment within. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you fear solitude, you allow external circumstances to dictate your happiness. By embracing alone time, you reclaim control over your emotions and decisions. Pursuing hobbies. Picture a man who has always wanted to learn guitar, but kept putting it off. By taking up this hobby during his alone time, he discovers a source of joy that enriches his life independently of others. Cultivating friendships. Imagine dedicating time to reconnect with old friends or building new ones. These relationships, free from romantic dependency, can offer deep fulfillment and support. Nurturing personal growth. Solitude gives you the space to explore your passions, set meaningful goals, and develop skills that enhance your sense of purpose. For example, journaling your thoughts can help you gain clarity about your values and aspirations. Why this matters in relationships? A man who embraces solitude is magnetic because he exudes confidence and self-reliance. He doesn't seek validation or cling to others for happiness. Instead, he approaches relationships from a place of abundance, offering partnership rather than dependency. Practical tips for facing solitude. Schedule. Solo time. Dedicate a few hours each week to spend with yourself, whether it's hiking, reading, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee in silence. Reflect and journal. Write about your fears of being alone and explore where they come from. This practice can help you understand and overcome them. Take a social media break. Disconnecting from the noise of others' lives can help you focus inward and appreciate your own journey. Learn something new. Engage in activities that challenge and excite you, like cooking a new recipe or mastering a skill you've always admired. A Stoic reminder, solitude isn't loneliness. It's an intentional practice of self-discovery and self-reliance. When you cultivate the ability to be content on your own, you build an unshakable foundation for all your relationships. Remember, the most magnetic people are those who are already whole within themselves. 3. Manage your time wisely. Seneca once said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Time is your most valuable resource, and how you manage it reflects your priorities, values, and self-respect. If you find yourself constantly rearranging your schedule to accommodate someone else, you may unintentionally neglect your own growth and happiness. The problem of over-prioritizing others. Imagine a man who repeatedly cancels plans with friends or skips a hobby he loves because his partner asks for his time at the last minute. While accommodating others can show care, constantly doing so creates imbalance. Over time, this behavior can lead to resentment, burnout, and even a loss of personal identity. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to use our time intentionally. Marcus Aurelius in Meditations reminds us that life is finite and that we should strive to live in alignment with our true purpose. Wasting time, whether through distraction or misplaced priorities, detracts from our ability to live fully. Setting boundaries. Picture a man who blocks out time each week for personal pursuits, like going to the gym or writing a novel. When his partner requests time during those moments, he politely explains the importance of his commitment and offers an alternative time to connect. Balancing relationships and personal growth. Another example is someone who schedules regular date nights, but also reserves weekends to work on a startup project or attend workshops for self-improvement. This balance shows dedication to both personal growth and his relationship. Avoiding procrastination in the name of love. Imagine delaying an important task, like preparing for a job interview because your partner wants to binge watch a TV series. In the long run, neglecting priorities for fleeting pleasures harms both personal success and the relationship. Practical tips for managing time. 1. Prioritize your calendar. Allocate blocks of time for work, self-care, hobbies, and relationships. Stick to these commitments as you would a meeting with a boss or a client. 2. Learn to say no. Practice saying no to unnecessary distractions or demands on your time. For example, if your partner wants you to attend an event you're not interested in and you've already committed to a personal project, respectfully decline. 3. Evaluate your investments. Regularly assess whether you're spending your time on activities that align with your values and goals. For instance, ask yourself if scrolling social media is more valuable than spending time improving your health or learning a skill. 4. Communicate clearly. Let the people in your life know why managing your time wisely matters to you. This clarity can prevent misunderstandings and help maintain respect in your relationships. A man who values his time sends a powerful message. He respects himself and others. This self-respect is magnetic, fostering mutual admiration in relationships. By living a balanced life, you show that you're a partner who brings purpose, fulfillment, and harmony, not just a passive participant in someone else's story. A Stoic reminder: time, once lost, can never be reclaimed. Treat every hour as a gift, using it to create a life that reflects your highest aspirations and deepest values. Balance is key. While it's noble to nurture relationships, don't let them overshadow the importance of your personal growth, friendships, and passions. 4. Celebrate your achievements. Epictetus teaches us that true contentment comes from within, admiring our own progress and accomplishments rather than solely seeking validation from others. Yet, in a world that often emphasizes external recognition, we sometimes forget to celebrate ourselves. Imagine achieving a significant career milestone, like landing a promotion or completing a challenging project, only to brush it off because your partner or peers didn't offer the acknowledgement you hoped for. When you downplay your victories, you risk undermining your self-worth and motivation. Stoicism emphasizes internal validation over external praise. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Celebrating your achievements isn't arrogance. It's about honoring the effort and growth you've invested in yourself. Why celebrating achievements matters: builds confidence. Acknowledging your progress reminds you of your capabilities and encourages you to pursue even greater goals. Reinforces self-worth. When you value your efforts, you strengthen your sense of self-worth, reducing reliance on others' approval. Inspires others. Celebrating your wins, big or small, can motivate others to strive for their own success. Examples of celebrating achievements: professional milestones. Suppose you get a promotion at work. Rather than waiting for someone else to organize a celebration, take yourself out for dinner or buy a small gift to commemorate the occasion. Fitness goals. Imagine completing a 5K run after months of training. Share the achievement with friends or post about it on social media, not to seek validation, but to document your progress and inspire others. Daily wins. Even small victories, like organizing your workspace or sticking to a new habit for a week, deserve recognition. Write them down in a journal to remind yourself of your progress. Practical tips for celebrating your achievements. 1. Create a victory ritual. Develop a small, meaningful way to celebrate achievements, such as lighting a candle, journaling, or treating yourself to something special. 2. Document your wins. Keep a journal or a digital list of milestones you've achieved. Reflect on them during challenging times to reignite your motivation. 3. Share strategically. Share your successes with people who genuinely support and uplift you, like close friends or mentors, rather than those who might dismiss or downplay them. Practice gratitude. Alongside celebrating, take a moment to reflect on the journey that brought you to this point and express gratitude for the lessons learned and the people who supported you. Balancing celebration with humility. While celebrating your wins is important, Stoicism also reminds us to stay grounded. Epictetus warned against becoming overly attached to external outcomes, saying, "When you confine your happiness to externals, you hand over your peace to chance." Celebrate your achievements, but remember, they're part of a larger journey of growth and self-improvement. Your achievements are milestones on the path to becoming your best self. By honoring them, you cultivate confidence, self-respect, and a sense of purpose. Qualities that make you a better partner, friend, and individual. 5. Safeguard your mental health. Think of your mental health as the foundation of your well-being. Without it, every aspect of life, work, relationships, and personal growth can suffer. Stoicism teaches us the importance of cultivating inner peace and resilience. If someone in your life consistently disrupts this peace, it's time to reevaluate their role in your journey. Imagine a man constantly apologizing for being himself, walking on eggshells to avoid conflict, or bending over backward to meet unreasonable demands. Over time, this depletes his mental energy, leaving him feeling exhausted, unfulfilled, and disconnected from his true self. Epictetus advised, keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. This means recognizing the limits of your control and protecting your mental well-being from unnecessary strain caused by others' actions or opinions. Examples of safeguarding mental health: setting boundaries. Suppose a friend or partner frequently unloads their frustrations on you without reciprocating support. Politely but firmly set boundaries by saying, "I care about you, but I need time to recharge before I can fully listen." Reassessing toxic relationships. If someone regularly criticizes or undermines you, consider limiting their influence in your life. For example, reducing contact with a consistently negative colleague can help protect your peace. Practicing mindfulness. Incorporate habits like meditation or deep breathing into your routine to recenter yourself during stressful moments. For instance, taking 5 minutes to breathe deeply before addressing a conflict can help you respond calmly and effectively. Practical tips for protecting your peace. 1. Prioritize self-care. Dedicate time to activities that rejuvenate you, whether it's exercise, reading, or spending time in nature. 2. Learn to say no. Politely decline requests or demands that overextend your mental or emotional capacity. For example, turning down a last-minute favor if you're already overwhelmed is an act of self-preservation. 3. Seek support. If someone's behavior negatively impacts your mental health, talk to a trusted friend, therapist, or mentor to gain perspective and support. 4. Limit negative influences. Reduce exposure to draining people, news, or environments. For example, take a break from social media if it triggers stress or comparison. Your peace of mind isn't a luxury, it's essential. By safeguarding your mental health, you create a stronger, more balanced version of yourself, capable of thriving and positively impacting those around you. Remember, protecting your peace is one of the most selfless gifts you can offer. 6. Be true to yourself. Albert Camus reminds us to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. In a world full of external pressures and expectations, staying true to yourself is an act of courage. Picture a man who agrees to every request just to avoid conflict or maintain harmony. He attends events he dislikes, engages in conversations that don't resonate with him, and suppresses his interests to blend in. Over time, he loses his authenticity, feeling suffocated and disconnected from his true self. Stoicism teaches us to live in alignment with our values and nature. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." Living authentically means honoring your true self, even when it's inconvenient or unpopular. Examples of being true to yourself. Saying no. Suppose you're invited to a party that doesn't align with your interests, but you feel pressured to attend. Declining politely, without guilt, demonstrates self-respect. Pursuing your passions. Imagine choosing to spend your weekends learning photography instead of following societal norms of constant socializing. This choice honors your interests and builds a life you genuinely enjoy. Speaking up. If you disagree with a conversation topic or decision, expressing your perspective calmly and respectfully, even if others don't agree, shows authenticity. Practical tips for staying true to yourself. 1. Define your values. Reflect on what truly matters to you: integrity, creativity, independence, and use these as a compass for your decisions. 2. Practice self-reflection. Regularly assess whether your actions align with your values. For example, if you prioritize health, ask yourself whether your daily habits reflect that priority. 3. Be comfortable with discomfort. Accept that being true to yourself might mean facing criticism or rejection. For instance, declining an invitation might disappoint others, but it's better than compromising your peace. 4. Celebrate your individuality. Embrace what makes you unique. Whether it's your sense of humor, artistic talent, or unconventional career path, these qualities define your authentic self. Authenticity creates deeper, more meaningful connections. A man who lives unapologetically in his truth attracts people who appreciate him for who he truly is, rather than a version molded to please others. Living authentically requires courage and conviction, but it's the path to true fulfillment. As you align your life with your values, you build not only self-respect, but also stronger, more genuine relationships with others. 7. Don't sacrifice your path for others. Seneca wisely said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." This reminds us of the dangers of losing sight of our personal goals to accommodate someone else's dreams. While compromise is part of any healthy relationship, sacrificing your purpose or aspirations for someone else can lead to regret and resentment. Picture a man with dreams of starting his own business who instead chooses to take a secure but unfulfilling job to support his partner's ambitions. Initially, he might feel content, thinking he's doing the right thing, but over time, frustration builds as he watches his dreams fade. Stoicism teaches us to remain focused on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Staying committed to your path doesn't mean disregarding others. It means recognizing your life's purpose as non-negotiable. Examples of staying true to your path. Career goals. Imagine being offered a job in a different city that aligns perfectly with your ambitions. If your partner hesitates about the move, consider finding a way to accommodate both without abandoning your goal. For instance, discuss long-distance arrangements or a gradual transition. Hobbies and passions. Suppose you love painting, but your partner views it as a waste of time. Instead of giving it up, carve out specific hours in your week to pursue it while maintaining quality time together. Personal growth. If you dream of pursuing higher education or learning a new skill, Prioritize this growth while ensuring it doesn't compromise the relationship entirely. Practical tips for balancing relationships and your path. 1. Communicate openly. Share your goals with your partner and explain why they're essential to you. For example, discuss how achieving a specific milestone will benefit both of you in the long term. 2. Set boundaries. Avoid letting others' expectations derail your focus. If someone pressures you to prioritize their needs over your own, assertively reinforce your priorities. 3. Reassess and adjust. Together, while staying true to your path, involve your partner in planning adjustments that work for both of you without compromising your core values. Your path defines who you are. Adjustments and compromises may be necessary, but losing your essence is not. By staying focused on your purpose, you contribute your best self to your relationships, creating a life of mutual respect and shared growth. 8. Prioritize relationships with friends and family. Plato compared friendships and relationships to soil. Some nurture growth while others hinder it. Your relationships with friends and family are the soil where your identity and resilience grow. Neglecting these bonds in favor of a romantic relationship can erode your support system, leaving you isolated when challenges arise. Imagine someone so engrossed in a new relationship that they skip family gatherings, stop responding to friends' messages, or miss important milestones like a sibling's graduation. Over time, these neglected connections weaken, and when the romantic relationship faces difficulties, the person finds themselves without a strong support network. Examples of maintaining relationships: family gatherings. Make an effort to attend regular family events, even if your partner doesn't join. For example, keep your Sunday brunch tradition with your parents intact. Friendship rituals. Stay connected with close friends by scheduling coffee dates or game nights, regardless of how busy your romantic relationship becomes. Balancing priorities. If a romantic partner suggests plans that conflict with a long-standing commitment to a friend or family member, politely explain the importance of keeping your prior obligation. Practical tips for prioritizing friends and family. Schedule time. Dedicate specific days or hours to connect with family and friends, ensuring these relationships remain strong. Involve your partner. When possible, include your partner in family and friend activities to integrate them into your broader support system. Maintain independence. Encourage your partner to also nurture their relationships, creating a healthy balance for both of you. Express gratitude. Regularly thank your loved ones for their support, showing that you value their presence in your life. Your friends and family are your anchor, offering wisdom, love, and perspective. Nurturing these relationships not only enriches your life, but also strengthens your ability to navigate challenges with grace. 9. Avoid obsessive devotion. Marcus Aurelius warned against letting obsession disrupt your equilibrium. Obsessive devotion to someone else clouds your judgment and diminishes your sense of self. When you overly fixate on pleasing a partner, you risk losing sight of your dreams, goals, and individuality. Imagine constantly seeking approval from a partner, checking in excessively, altering your opinions to match theirs, or putting their needs above all else. This pattern not only undermines your self-respect, but can also create strain in the relationship. Stoicism encourages us to find balance and maintain our sense of self. Epictetus reminds us, know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly. Your individuality is your greatest strength, and losing it in obsessive devotion weakens your foundation. Examples of reclaiming individuality. Pursuing interests. If you love writing but have stopped to prioritize your partner's hobbies, dedicate specific hours to return to your passion. Fostering independence. Encourage separate time for both you and your partner to focus on personal goals. ensuring neither of you becomes overly dependent. Breaking the cycle of approval. Instead of seeking constant reassurance, practice self-validation by celebrating your own strengths and decisions. Practical tips for avoiding obsession. Set personal goals. Maintain ambitions unrelated to your relationship, ensuring a balanced and fulfilling life. Practice detachment. Remember that your happiness isn't entirely dependent on one person. It's cultivated from within. Focus on self-growth. Engage in activities that challenge and inspire you, reinforcing your sense of self-worth. You are the main character of your life, not a supporting role in someone else's. By reclaiming your individuality, you bring strength, depth, and balance to all your relationships. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the wisdom of Stoicism and relationships. Remember, these principles aren't gender-specific. They're about cultivating a balanced, virtuous mindset that strengthens all aspects of life. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that enriches the mind and nourishes the soul. Leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Until next time, stay wise, stay stoic, and continue your journey toward a life of purpose and tranquility.